Hi there, I'm going to be sewing a lined pouch with leather detail. It also has zipper tabs and also an inside lining. I have hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos. Don't forget to subscribe and you will see lots of sewing and quilting tutorials from me. We are going to be sewing a lined pouch with leather detail. So the first part of the external pouch is going to be 8 inches by 9 inches. Now I'm making this a little bit bigger because I actually want to do some free motion quilting on the external part of the pouch, and if we do it the actual size it's going to be, it makes it just a little bit more difficult. At least I can cut it down to the correct size. So for this lined pouch with leather detail, we are going to need 2 pieces of external fabric, 8 inches by 9 inches. Then we're going to do the same thing with some quilt batting. It's going to add some stabilization to not only the pouch, but also when we're doing the free motion quilting. The external part of this zipper pouch is going to be 6 inches by 7 inches. We're going to be using a zipper. I've just chosen one that's a little bit longer than the rest of the zipper pouch, but we are going to be cutting it down and making some tabs out of it. So we're going to have some zipper tabs. These are going to be 1.5 inches by 2 inches, and we're going to create this, and we'll do this now just to get it out of the way. So we're going to get the tab and we're going to fold it in half at the 2 inches, open it up and then fold it in half here, then fold it in half again towards that other center, and then just meet the two in the center. It's that simple. Now, of course, if we're sewing a lined pouch with leather detail, we actually have to have the leather detail. Now, these are faux leather pieces, not real leather, and they are extremely thin. Now I'm going to put it next to this other faux leather so you can see. This is a little bit too thick. Have you seen how this is really flimsy? And this one kind of holds its structure. This is a little bit too thick for this kind of pouch. Ask me how I know, because I've created this video once before and it didn't come out so well. So try to use a faux leather that's kind of really thin. I'm going to start with the quilting first. So you're going to get one of your external fabrics and you're going to place it on one of the batten pieces. Go get this one ready and then get this one ready. And I'm not going to do the backing yet. I'm just going to do the free motion quilting with just the batting. This is the Baby Lock Tiara. I am not paid nor sponsored to create this video. The Baby Lock Tiara is a mid-arm quilting machine, and it comes with its own table, which is really nice. If you've got a great big massive quilt, you can lay it down and free motion quilt on it. One of the reasons why I like using my mid-arm is I can have this all set up and ready to go for free motion quilting, and I don't have to worry about setting my other Baby Lock Soprano up for free motion quilting. I can just hop onto this, do my quilting on this, and then go back onto my sewing machine and not have to change the feet. The mid-arm has 16 inches here, so you can get quite a lot of quilting there, more than you can get with the Baby Lock Soprano, and it also can do 18,000 stitches per minute, so it goes quicker than your Baby Lock Soprano. So what I'm doing on my pouch is I'm using a ruler and I'm pushing it up against this foot, and I'm just doing parallel lines all the way down. I keep my ruler just nice pressure on this left hand, and I put a pressure on my right hand and I just move the fabric. Now I have these two quilted now, and I'm going to cut them down to that lining section, which is 6 inches by 7. On the external section of your lined zipper pouch, I want you to mark 3/4 of an inch all the way down. This is going to be the placement for the zipper. Do it on both sides. Now with these square pieces, the 3 inches by 3 inches, I'm going to go corner to corner, corner to corner, and I'm going to cut it straight in half. So we're going to end up with 4 triangles. Now these 4 triangles are going to rest one at each side, both on both external parts of your fabric. I am not paid nor sponsored to create this video. I sew using a baby lock soprano. So in the top thread, I am going to match currently these leather details on the lined zipper pouch. So I'm going to be using this colour thread. I don't really think it's picking up so well. It's like a burgundy and it matches great with this burgundy on the leather detail of my zipper pouch. In my bobbin thread, I'm going to be changing this over to a black thread. If I'm using darker colours, I'll generally just use black, and if I'm using lighter colours, I'll generally just use white. In my needle, I have a 9014 Microtex sewing needle, and here are my settings for my zipper pouch. Love the soprano, it shows you which foot to use. Also love the soprano because of this particular button here, and I'll show you what this does in a second. We are just going to do a nice simple top stitch, sewing this into place. I'm going to go around just sewing it into place, so don't need to worry about it in any of the next sections. See how this is raising up and down my presser foot? That is that pivot key I just showed you. So every time I raise my presser, my foot accelerator up, this foot will go up and down. Watch. So I didn't have to go to the back here, pulling this up and down. It's automatically doing it. The only part you really need to worry about keeping nice and tidy is this part going across here. Don't worry too much about this part or this part. If it's like pulled on you or whatever, these are going to get hidden in the seams anyway, so don't stress too much about it. Now let's prepare the zipper. Now remember we did these markings up here. Well, we're going to prepare our zipper, and we are going to cut this zipper a little bit of a fraction into this 3/4 of a seam, but not too much. And please don't forget to pull the zipper back before cutting. So here's my line here, right on this line here, and I'm just going to have it just a little bit of a fraction away. And I'm going to do the same with the other side. Now I'm going to get one of my tabs here. I'm going to put my zipper in, and I'm going to sew a straight line going all the way across here. So I did it with both sides of the zipper, and then with the excess, I am just going to cut close to the zipper on both sides. So now we're going to start constructing the lined pouch with the leather detail. And I'm going to put the zipper face down. I'm actually going to open it up right now. It's going to go face down. I'm just going to turn this around a second. Because what you should have now is the zipper tab should be perfectly in line with this line here. And if it isn't, then you need to make adjustments with this line here. The tabs need to be inside of the line because we don't actually sew over the tabs. The tabs do not get sewn over. So grip that zipper tape down so it doesn't move. In the first part of the video, we will be sewing a line all the way down over the tab, everything. In the second part of the video, we will not be sewing over the tab. In the first part of the zipper tutorial, we will be. So you will then put your line in, also in line with that, and sew a stitch all the way down. So we've stitched this down all the way across. Then you're going to open it up and flip the lining part to the back. And then we're going to give this a nice press. Now we have the external matched with one side of the zipper. We are going to place the other external section face down in line with these markings that we've done, remember? And we're going to clip that into place so we don't lose it. And then we're going to flip our work around and we're going to lay our lining section on top of that and then grip all of those pieces together. And then we're going to sew all the way down again. Then you're going to open everything out again, that lining, and then you are going to press everything down. Another thing that I like to do is to go over here and do a top stitching all this zipper into place. Do not let your iron go anywhere near this faux leather because it will melt. So make sure that you have the zipper open and you are going to pull that lining back and you're going to match your two externals with your two lining sections. Now we are going to sew all the way around the external of the bag, going to follow this line. You're not going to sew over your tabs. I repeat, do not sew over your tabs. Sew all the way around the external of the bag, and then when you come to your lining, you're going to leave at least about 3 inches at the bottom here. Now you're going to have some excess that needs cutting away, so go ahead and cut all the excess away. And go all the way around your pouch doing so. Now what we need to do is this opening here, we are going to pull everything right sides through. If you have to pull that zipper down even further, you can reach inside and pull that back. And then you can reach inside the pouch and pull everything right sides through. Now for the corners, just nicely and gently just ease these corners because you might actually pop the threads if you stick a pair of scissors in there and push very hard down. Be gentle. Now with the tab here, you just push it through. Should come through nice and easily. And then just poke these corners through as well in the lining. Just press this down and then we're going to sew this opening shut on the zipper pouch lining. Then we're just going to tuck the lining section down on our pouch with leather detail. If you've enjoyed this tutorial, I have hundreds and hundreds of tutorials on my YouTube channel, so don't forget to subscribe.